ESO Daily. I am your host, Mystic Raven. Alright guys, so I'm going to be bringing you guys a build that will pretty much have most of my critics questioning their beliefs. This build is meant, you can take this in vet dungeons, you can take it in trials. It's built to optimize not only your performance but your fellow trial members as well. And nice thing about this build, you can customize one or two things to fit it to kind of a different configuration if you're accustomed to. But I want to introduce you guys today to the Stamina DK Optimise. Alright, so let's go ahead and get into the character sheet. Now, disclaimer, I do not have my Undaunted unlocked. I am so busy, and I am also so sorry. But, here we go. Max health is at 19,240. You can drop that down a little bit if you want to, slightly under 19. That's fine. That's personal playstyle. It'll be up to you. Max stamina is currently at 3,129. Stamina recovery is at 1,425. And we have a weapon damage prior to the buff is 2,457. Weapon critical on the bow side is 63.7. A little high. I like to stay between 55 and 60, but can't be helped. And to the left, you're going to go ahead and see we have 2 points into health, 62 into stamina, and we are running double food, max health, max stamina food, no triple food. Don't need it with this build. So you can go max food. Also, we're running the Serpent Mundus. I will explain why. And we are running, the 2H. The two-hander on this build. I know people are like, what? Trust you and me, it's the 2H. So on this side, it doesn't really change much, except weapon damage goes up to almost 3,000 prior to the buff. Weapon crit drops a little bit. You will be dependent on potions with this build. So just a heads up. So let's go ahead and get into the set, shall we? We're using Sunderflame and Night Mothers along with Maul of Inferno. Okay. So, let's get into the build. I'll give you guys your options, which you can switch out, and so on and so forth. But this is very important if you're going to use Sunderflame, especially on the DK. Okay, let's talk about Sunderflame here. First off, I do have the Axe. It's in Nirnholm. Increase, ideal. What does the Sunderflame do? Stamina, weapon damage, critical. When I deal damage with a fully charged heavy attack, I deal an additional 887 flame damage and reduce the enemy's physical resistance by 3,400 for 8 seconds. That's important to trial players, right? Debuff sets are very important. We have Alkosh, we have Night Mothers, and then of course we have the Sunder set. When you add all of these sets with Major Fracture, Minor Fracture, Crusher's Enchantment, and if you run any penetration set like Tufang or Spriggans, guess what happens? You're over penetrated. So when you put a set like this, that allows your fellow teammates to use more optimal sets to do what? Increase their DPS because they're dependent on you to debuff said target. One of the main reasons I use the 2H, and I demonstrated this in a video, is because of the passive in the 2H, right? Then that is going to be I want to say it's alright. Forceful. Your light and heavy attacks damage up to 3 other nearby enemies for 64% of the damage. So when you do a heavy attack, you're not afflicting one target with Sunderflame. Oh no. You can afflict up to 4 targets with Sunderflame. That's what's nice. So a lot of people were like, well, Sunderflame only affects one target. Wrong. If you use the 2H, the heavy attack splash damage will apply the Sunderflame debuff to all of those targets, those 4 targets. Bingo, bam, there it is. People said I was crazy. No, they're crazy. So, yeah, there you have it. Plus, keep in mind, we got that nice follow-up passive that increases our next direct damage by 10% when we do a heavy attack. Really, really nice. So that's why we're using the 2H. If people say I'm crazy, it's just because they don't know. They don't know. They don't know. All right. So, Bow of Night Mothers. Nirnholm, poison, enchantment. Now keep in mind, for Dragonknights, they get that nice combustion passive that increases the status effect damage of poison and excuse me, flame. Night Mothers. Now you'll see that when I'm on the axe side, I only have 4 Night Mothers, right? And then when I'm on the axe, then I have 5. So it's a switch out. Okay? So axe is 5 of this. When I switch over to the bow, then I only have 4 of this, and then I have the 5 of the Night Mothers. Okay? Once again, it's a... When you deal critical damage, you reduce the enemy's physical resistance by 2,550 for 6 seconds. All right? All right. Okay, so Maw of Inferno. Now, here's a deal. I'm using a lot of heavy attacks, light and heavy attacks. So the uptime on this is really good because it can spawn for 15 seconds. It can happen every 15 seconds. So as soon as it disappears, I can proc it up again without a cooldown. So that's why I like it. It does deal flame damage. It also, does have its own attacks beside the flame damage. I think like you see a swipe or something. But, I like it. I prefer it. But if you wanted to, heads up, you can use 2 pieces of trial set to apply the Slayer buff. If you don't want to use a monster proc, or if you want to use any Master Maelstrom weapon, you can give that, that up and then slot your Night Mothers and your Sunder, and then double stack the set continuously. Okay, so there you have it. Okay, Curse of Night Mothers, infuse, max stamina ideal. Maw of Infernals, arms, divine, max stamina ideal. Sash of Night Mothers, glyphed health, divine ideal. Braces of Night Mothers, glyphed health, divine ideal. Sunder Flame Guards, infuse, max stamina ideal. Boots of Night Mothers, divine, max health, ideal. Sunder Flame, increase. Sunder Flame Ring, increase. Sunder Flame Ring, recovery. Now, a lot of people are going to wonder, why am I not using the warrior? Well, by using the serpent, right, I get 307 recovery. That allows me to use max food, right? So I can use the max stam, max health. But most important is why I got the jewelry. Notice I'm not using 2 recovery in my jewelry. I'm using 2 of the weapon damage, right? That yields more weapon damage than the warrior is going to give me anyways. So why not go ahead, use the Serpent Mundus, and that allows me to increase my weapon damage glyphs on my jewelry pieces. Now, if you wanted to go ahead and add another one, you can, but I usually like to see my recovery around about 1,500, between 14 and 1,500. So that's what I do, and I don't need to go ahead with triple drink. So I don't need to go dubious. So that's why I like it. Okay, just a preference. Okay, let's go ahead and get into the skills here. Bow bar, molten armaments. Now this is why you're going to be dependent on potions, because the other one will give you major brutality, but with this build you do want the molten armaments. Why? Because you're a heavy attack build. DKs do a lot of heavy attacks in between the rotation because most of it's dots. What molten armaments does, it increases our heavy attacks by 40% while it's active. Comes in handy. Poison injector, no surprise. Endless hail, no surprise there. Caltrops. Now, I do need to get the razor caltrops, but definitely you want to use the caltrops. These two, when they crit, can proc the Night Mothers. So that's why you're going to go Night Mother bow side. Okay, Camouflage Hunter for that extra nice 3%. That is wrong. Let me switch this out. You want the standard of Might on here. I was just leveling the other one. If you want the Ballista, you can, but I want the increased damage by 15%. Okay, really comes in handy. Okay, 2H side. Noxious Breath, pretty standard. Venomous Claw, pretty standard. I'm going to be using Brawler on this. If you want to use Carve, you can. It'll give you the minor heroism, which will increase your DPS if you're doing it on a test, because you'll get that fast ultimate gen. Problem of it is, though, I noticed like a lot of times when I'm in just like pugs, I was AoEing, I was getting a lot of aggro, and the Brawler just gives me that shield. So, only reason it's slotted. Rearming trap, no surprise. Executioner. So DKs don't get a finisher, right? A lot of people like the dual wield because of the passives for the execute in the passives. I don't need the dual wield with the build because guess why? I'm using the executioner. So I get my finisher. Okay. And of course, Flawless Dawnbreaker, giving us that nice 6% towards our dots. So really, really nice. Okay, now let's go ahead and get into the champion points really quick here. Okay, we'll start off with the Apprentice, nothing in there. The Astronaut, 75 points, maintain Butcher. We're going to take advantage of Physical Weapon Expert at 20.26. Master at Arms is 1602. Remember, we're dealing a lot more dots, and we're going to use a lot of heavy attacks. But we do have some direct damage, so we offsetted these two. And get that nice yield. Thaumaturge 21.18. Precise Strikes 1208. It's the equivalent value of the Shadow Mundus. Piercing, we don't need a lot of penetration, right? We're running 2 deduction sets, plus we're banking on Major Fracture, Crusher, and Minor Fracture. Everything's been calculated. So piercing, 1,191, because that if between the Crusher cooldown. Mighty 1301 over here. The Steed, we have Ironclad at 1602, Spell Shield 30, Medium Armor 48. Hardy and Elemental Defender are both split between 10.15. Thick Skin 611, pretty standard for me. Quick Recovery 6.17. Coming into the Thief, we have Warlord at 904. Sprinter, we're going to reduce 11.53. Tenacity 1301, Healthy 6.17. Mooncap 14%. I put 20 into Tumbling and 20 into Shadow Ward. And that is how the champion points are allocated. So there you guys have it. I will be picking up the dailies. Let me go ahead and get my phone, check out the comments real quick. Okay, I got my phone, so let's check it out. Sorry about that. Hallie, morning. Scott, what's up? Morning. Josh, morning. Papa, what's going down? Robert, my man. Sorry about that. Forgot to mute it. Alora, what's up? How's it going? Yep, it's here. I definitely have a lot of work ahead of me to finalize the build. I have another trial player in my guild who's going to be running this configuration on his DK as well. It's really nice the way I set up the build because we're trying to optimize the team with other sets and other configs, so it really worked out well with the build. So I liked it. I loved it. Be opening my own little private chat here. I did get to do that this morning. White gold. Ellen Hollow 1, I can definitely do that. I'm bet with this. Black Heart. Okay. Let me go ahead and open up my own little private chat. I don't know what I'm going to get. I'll probably have to queue whatever because unfortunately I am a DPS. So yeah, I can't wait for the meta players to check this one out. They can meta what? Meta what? Alright. So we have Elden Hollow 1, Blackheart Haven. And I'll probably queue the normals just if I can get whatever. But I'm hoping to get vets. Yeah, I'm so pumped up about this build. Who would think 2H, right? And typically I don't run 2H. There's like was one other build I was running a 2H on. But, you know. Good day to you, Mystic. Yo, Ghost, what's up? Ghost in the house. Hope you're doing well, brother. Casual, yo, man. Just queue as a tank. No, that's not gonna happen, Josh. Well, you know that. Yo, David, morning. I'll tank or heal for you in a bit if you want, man. Oh yeah, Lord, definitely. Good morning, y'all. ESO solo vet is the way to go. Of course, if you can, definitely. I'm still getting adjusted to the rotation as far as, like, you know, keeping the heavy attacks in. So let me explain something really quick. This is all should be, ideally speaking. Oh, nice. It's a normal, but whatever. Ideally speaking, when you're on the 2H side, you want to heavy attack, apply, heavy attack, apply, heavy attack, apply. Unless you're AoE spamming, that's when you use the brawler, hit the light attacks, lay him down. You can get one heavy attack, hit the debuff, then light attack, and pretty much that's your rotation. One of the biggest things about the build is just getting familiar with the swap out. Once you get familiar with that, it's easy. It's like cake. Like in 2H, like people are like 2H, and I'm like, friggin', there's players using a 2H on a Stam sword currently. Is that crazy? Is that really that nuts? I don't know, man. But the Thunder Flame, as soon as I saw the Thunder Flame set, I knew it. I was like, yeah, I definitely could pull this off here. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and use my Essence of Weapon Power. It's going to be kind of a necessity here. Come on. You'll see this little dude come out a lot in this build. Like I said, if you don't want to use the Maul Inferno, you don't have to. You actually get a little bit more damage if you use 2 pieces of a trial set to get the Slayer buff. So you will, if you want to sacrifice that, and you can do that. Meta players, pay attention. And then you can be double stacked on the set, but you still want to use that 2H for that debuff. Make sure you also unlock the potions for your medicinal, since you're going to be so dependent on potions. We're cooking. You'll see him out all the time. That's why I really like him with this build. I really like the Maul with this build. I'm not gonna lie to you. Really wish this would have been vet, but whatever. $20K base. You can usually, with the Warhorn and Spell Power Cure buff, I can hit a little over 40 with my finishers. about 42 or some shit like that. Sucks being DPS. I usually don't do normals much. I'm on my healer tanks. Up. 2H works. Sorry. It just works. A lot of people are going to be like, oh, it's a 2H. Oh, that sucks. I'm like, no, you suck, my friend. You suck. Make sure you keep that buff up. Don't move him. No! What are you doing? Get it back here. Stam. Don't put him in there. Great. Put him in the worst spot ever. God. Luckily, I don't need anything on this platform. I have like 4 sets of bone pirates on this platform, though I might log in PC because I still need that necklace on PC. And when they say it doesn't work, they're full of shit. Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa. Yeah. Come to daddy. Ugh. It's an AoE monster. Sure. Block. Canceling will be your hardest thing on 2H to learn. I'm not gonna lie to you. But once you get it down, sometimes it just goes really smooth, and other times you're kind of like, shit. Ugh. It's just a little different, just because of the animation and the distance. It's not timer. Dual wields are not faster than 2H heavy attack. They all have 2 seconds on heavies. Damn it. There's a 30. Once I'm completely like buffed up and keep everything going unfused, that's pretty cool. I can usually get about 40, 42. So I think you'll be able to max out maybe about 45. If you put Slayer and sack up the Infernal, if you wanted to. I mean, it's just an estimate, but you can sack your monster set with this build. Keep in mind, I'm using a light waist and a heavy chest. So if you see this type of config in the future, you know where it came from, and they're full of shit. Because everybody's like, oh, we know that. Well, I didn't see the build. I've looked everywhere for a build like this, and nobody's running it. Sure. Is that a chest? It is a chest. It's simple, but... I don't know if I know that one. I'll pick it up just in case. So sad I didn't get the vet. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Pull him over in the corner. Pull him back. Pull him back. It's normal, whatever. Shoot that for decon. Alright, there's the build. Let me check out the comments. Like I said, it's normal, whatever. But I love this build. I love this build. It works out really nice. You got to see the Maul Inferno a lot. It's like, it procs all the time with this build. Alright, let me check it out. Hey Mystic, your take on Terra, it just came on Xbox. I played Terra in the past. I love Terra for the Battlegrounds. Also, like, just world play is really good. Endgame was kind of a little lackluster, in my opinion, in the past. But I think it's a great game. I would be interested in seeing what it's going to do on console because I'm used to the keyboard and mouse. But once again, you know. Yeah, David, they have Founders Pack. Yeah, I saw that. I tried it on PC and wasn't impressed. The graphics are beautiful. I love the diversity of the game. But there's balance issues with Terra. That's one of the only issues. So... yeah, that was the only thing they have on ESO is the flying mounts. Yeah, I'm not big fan of flying mounts. Whatever. Yo, David, what's up? Everybody, give David a thumbs up. Welcome to the stream, David. I enjoy Baby Jeff for Monster Set. Right, thank you. Yeah, he's badass. Definitely. You know, I love the Maul. The Maul really complements the build, especially with the combustion passive. Keep in mind, when the Maul deals fire damage or Thunder Flame, you can also activate if you get a burning status effect, you'll also... a lot of people are like, why not Thunder Flame on any other class? It's simple. Is when you go in to passives, right? You go under Ardent Flame... is this passive right here. Increase the damage of your burning and poison status effects by 50%. I could put Thunder Flame on any class. Stam Sork, Stamplar, Stam Warden, whatever your poison. But if it procs a burning status effect, no other class is going to get the bonus like the DK. Okay? That's why the Thunder Flame, it's like the Burning Spell Weave is kind of like... you know, really beneficial for Mag DK. Same application for Stam DK. Same principle across the board, right? It's just that simple, right? It's just that simple, man. So, and what, like I said, that nice 2H splash damage. If people tell you an axe is ideal. I mean, if you don't, because of the bleed. If you don't get the axe, the two-hand sword is a great secondary, and it is very good. The 2H sword is really good as well. You just want to divert from Maul. You don't want to use the Maul with this build. All right, that's the one thing. You'll over-penetrate the hell and back. So like I said, just food for thought. If you want to go ahead with 2 pieces of trial set to get Slayer and sack this, you can do that. If you want to use Master Bow, you can sacrifice the axe and the bow and sacrifice your monster set and then run up one monster set and then keep this kind of like, so you can keep it like static and run, sacrifice both these pieces and keep both sets static, and then you can use a Master Bow, and I think it's the Maelstrom 2H for the Brawler. So you can do that as well. So, food for thought. Yeah. So there you guys have it. It is Optimise, and that is Sunder 2H. How many will follow? How many will follow? I'm going to wait, meta players. Keep talking shit. Keep talking shit. Keep talking shit. For Thunder Flame for all classes. Yeah. Oh my god, dude, you are so beast. Oh my god, dude. Oh my god, is this you? Oh my god, I gotta go. I gotta go look. It is. It's Yarg. All hail D! All hail D! Dude, I'm such a fan. Okay, guys, please give a thumb up to this player. Oh my god. Yarg. Dude, I hope I'm pronouncing your name right. Dude, your Stam Warden in Vet Trial, your Stam Warden healer in Vet Trials is the shit. It's the shit. I love it. I love it. Dude, all hail. I love your talent. You got mad skill, bro. Dude, you got mad skill. Dude, it is an honor for you to come into my stream. I am honored that you came in. Thank you, brother. Thank you. Yes, you are a legend in my channel. Everybody go subscribe to this man. Click him. Click him. Legend. Legend. I love the non-meta. You proved it. Dude, you are my Russian brother. If you're Russian, I think you're Russian, but you can confirm or deny, but yeah, awesome. Yes, he has a Stam Warden healer and he runs Vet Trials. Go check him out. He is the shit, dude. Thank you. Thank you for coming into my stream. Just to see those videos, man, was so impressive, man. So good, so good. Anyways, guys, so my granddaughter's up and running around. Yeah. Please go check out this man right here. Dude is beast. He's a beast man. And dude, you are awesome at that. But once again, I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to let you guys go. Oh, Mustang, what's up? I'm just cutting the stream. This is Optimise, and I promise you guys, it will perform. It will yield the results for your trial or your vet runs. It is a really great build. Love it. Very, very effective. Once again, I'm Mystic Raven. This is ESO Daily. Thank you guys for watching, and as always, have a nice day.